Yo, the Real Football Podcast, episode 9. We are here to talk about the Premier League, a quick rapid fire weekend roundup. So, the games we're talking about today: Southampton, Newcastle, Chelsea, Sheffield, Man U, Everton, Leicester, Wolves, Man City, Liverpool, and Arsenal, Villa. So, let's get it started, guys. Southampton 2, Newcastle 0. Southampton is now in the top four. What are we
Mhm.
thinking about this?
I was surprised that they were still able to play well without Ings. They didn't look phased. Jay Adams came in. Stuart Armstrong was big for them. Ward Prowse, of course. And then they've just got their back line figured out. And they're able to shut down Cal Wilson. That's what it seems like for Cal Wilson. He's either hit or miss. And if he's a hit, it's a Newcastle win. If he's a miss, it's a Newcastle loss. So they need to figure that out with Newcastle, how to get him going, be more consistent. But yeah,
And
I
they
was
need
super
Josh
proud of
King.
Southampton because I had no confidence in them without Ings. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Go ahead, Jake.
Yeah,
You
Jackson.
watched this one, didn't you?
I missed this episode for work, and Jackson just texted me. He was like, "Let me get your picks," and I was like, "Okay, Southampton 2-1," and he said, "No Ings." I said, "Okay, Newcastle 2-1," like just like that, no Ings. I was like, "They can't hold the ball up. They're gonna get tired. They're gonna get whatever. Where do they score their goals?" And then they won 2-0. I was really surprised. I think that's really important for that squad when they know that they can do it without him. I think that, like, I don't know, that's got to be pretty encouraging.
Mhm.
They definitely need him, whatever. But yeah, I was really surprised with this. That's really good for them going forward.
Yeah, I think I agree. I picked them drawing because Che Adams don't trust him yet, but he's starting to do better. And like you said, Jackson, midfield's looking nice, back line's looking good, and their top four. Do I think they'll last? No, but it's a good story, and I'm liking what I'm seeing. Next up, Chelsea 4, Sheffield 1. The Blues are coming, folks. I guess I'll start us off. Bro, freaking Sheffield. I think I got the text right when McGoldrick scored. And I was like,
That was a
this
sick
is
goal.
not happening again. Like, but
No.
then we turned it on. I'm liking the Tammy Werner connection. It's weird. Some people are saying Werner is not really a true number 9. He's more of a winger. I don't know if I agree, but it's looking like his link up play is working well with Tammy. So this is a great win. I hate we gave up a goal, and it was a deflection. So in my book, Mendy still has a clean sheet in my head because Kepa wouldn't have said that either. I think we're looking good. I'm happy. No Pulisic, no Havertz.
I
We
gotta say
still
something
winning.
about Sheffield.
Yeah,
Last year they're amazing on defense. Well, looking at this game, if you want to have a good defense, you need to be solid in the back, and smart back there, and you need to defend set pieces. Or they did none of that this weekend. They gave up 2 set pieces from Ziyech's foot. I think they were both headers, and then they were messing around and just passed the ball straight to Werner, and he had an open shot on goal and took advantage of it. So I don't know what's gotten into Sheffield and why. Jake, you've always said to me in the Wolves' second year that the second year is always the hardest. I think Sheffield is definitely going through that right now, and I hope they can turn it around soon. They've had a tough slate of fixtures the last 3 games, but I'm hoping
they have.
they play Burnley or they
They
play
got
Burnley
West
or
Ham, West Brom, then
West Ham, West
Leicester.
Brom. Yeah, so maybe that West Brom will give them some confidence.
Yo, they
So,
played Chelsea, Liverpool, City, Arsenal, Wolves. Like they played good teams. So
yeah.
yeah. Jake, what you think?
I don't know what it is the second year. You're tired, you're injured, you don't get as much money when you don't come up. I don't know what it is, but teams always struggle in that second season. Sheffield had scored 3 goals this year coming into this game. I think it was a pretty obvious result what was going to happen. Yeah, Mindy fake clean sheet streak still alive, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't expect anything different. I think it's easy for people to say that Werner's not a true number 9 when Tammy's playing so well and
Yeah.
so many wingers are injured, and you're playing. I mean, their last 2 games they haven't played anybody. So I'd love to see a healthy Chelsea play a good team, and then we'll see what their lineup looks like.
For sure. All right, next up, Man U. Hey, shocking result. Kinda. Man U 3, Everton 1.
Well,
Surprised?
I told Jackson when he asked me the picks, I said I fully expect United to get destroyed. so I'm gonna go United 2-0.
Yep, I remember that.
Is they look different, man. It's like they rolled the dice in the locker room before the game, and they're like, okay, let's see how we're gonna play today. Man, they look good. They controlled the game. They won the game. I don't know. Is there something Solskjaer like puts a gun to their head in the locker room before the match or something? I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But this team, man, the most polarizing team in sports.
Yeah,
Yep.
they win the games they need to. So I think they either roll the dice or he just threatens them and their families. It's one of those two. They're like, you guys got to play well. And then after Everton scored that first, it was a lovely goal, and then United just hopped back, and then they took control. And I think this game says a lot more about United than it does Everton, because Everton's lost 2 games before, and United was in this kind of a sync with that loss to Istanbul Champions League. They were able to bounce back with hot seat of Old Gunner. They got the win. We'll see how they play in a couple of weeks.
I mean, I think I picked a draw, so I'm not shocked that they beat Everton. And I actually disagree with you, Jackson, even though they did lose to Istanbul. But I think this shows Everton, like, yeah, Everton's Everton. Like, I'm sorry, it's not gonna happen. Will Levin's goals drop? Probably not. But I mean, I believe in Ancelotti, but this ain't looking right, man. You can't be dropping points like this. And like I say, Man U always finds a way to win. It's been that way since Sir Alex. And I'm not saying they're gonna win the rings or the championships, but they find a way to win.
They called it Fergie time. The clock goes past 80. It's time for us to win now.
Yes, sir.
In the water. I don't know what it is.
Something about it. All right, Jackson, I will start you off with this one. Leicester 1, Wolverhampton 0.
Yeah, I was kind of got angry at this game. I actually didn't even watch the second half, even though that was the Wolves' better half, because we just do this thing where we don't play in the first half. I don't know what it is. Like, I've said that a lot this episode, but I don't know. It's maybe just not ready to play, or just seeing how Leicester's playing and trying new things in the first half. But what got us and what I was really mad about is the first penalty on Kilman in the box. The cross, I don't know where he were to place your hand. He awarded a penalty. I didn't think it was one. I've already scored. And then our young man at Norway, who scored that wonderful goal in his debut, made a terrible challenge.
Yeah.
For the second penalty. I believe that one was a penalty. And then, but Rui was able to save that penalty shot. So I think it should have been 1-0 no matter what. And I think Wolves looked better in the second half. I watched some highlights, and we looked a lot better. Like, we can play with Leicester. We just didn't get the points. But Leicester's been playing well. Sure. I'm not too mad about it. I mean, it was Leicester.
Yeah,
I give you that.
I just the handball rule.
But see,
I just need to figure that out before I
you got it, Jake.
on TV.
The handball law is so funny now. Like, I don't know. Like, they said that it wasn't a natural position, but what is a natural position when you're moving like that? And also, the ball was 4 feet away from him and full powered crossed. Like, I don't really know what he's supposed to do, but you look at the box score at the end of the game, you see you gave up 2 penalties. You expect at least, but Wolves did get back into it. You look at the stats, and the stats are dead even this game. Just the team that I don't want to be behind is Leicester with that dangerous counterattack, and you know how they play. They have a strong defense in the back, and they kind of want you to come at them. So a team that I don't want to be behind is Leicester. And you look at the pregame, and like you said, the Wolves always start slow. I think this game was set up for Leicester to win.
For sure. I picked Leicester to win because I think Wolves usually get 7. Like, they don't win the game. Like, I think I was telling Jackson last episode, like, this is the game. Like, these are the games that show, like, okay, I'm the best non-top 6 team. But then they lose to Leicester, so it's like Leicester's still better than them. I wouldn't say Everton, but it's like you got to win those games. They're not big 6 opponents. Please beat them. So not disappointed with Wolves because I believe they're good, and they'll be top 7 for sure. But, yeah, not last, but second to last, a game that I watched, it was great, then it was kind of weird, but it was still good. I don't really know how to feel about it. Man City won, Liverpool won.
Yeah, this game was interesting. Did the penalty open the scoring? Was that the
The
first
Joe
goal?
Gomez, yeah.
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 Yeah, it's
I mean, my bad, not Joe
Kyle
Gomez.
Walker.
Kyle
No,
Walker, yeah.
Oh,
yeah. This game, man, I turn it on and it comes to halftime and I was like, man, this is gonna be awesome. You know, heavyweights like shoot 1-1. I don't know what is it gonna be 3-3? Like what's gonna happen here? And then it's like the second half. I don't know. I don't remember who I was watching it with, but I looked and I was like, well, that was boring. It's almost to me like the most interesting thing to me is I think that Pep might have wanted the point is what it seemed like. I think that they were both happy with the point, which is a weird mentality from City, and it shows you how hurt Liverpool are right now. But that second half was really, really weird, especially normally it's the other way around. You figure each other out in the first half, and then the second half is a war back and forth. But I don't know, man. Something was weird here. I picked a City win. I think if you're Liverpool, you have to be happy. I know you're probably going to ask that question, T. If you're Liverpool, I think you'll take a point here. But this game was weird.
Yeah, they look like they've both been playing Champions League games in the midweek. They just looked tired and they exhausted all their energy in the first half, and then they were told they had to go up for the second half. They're like, "You kidding me?" No, they're just weren't there. And then you might be right. Maybe Pep just wanted that point, and then Klopp was maybe trying to push for those 3 points, but then Trent went down, and you're like, more injuries. Might as well just play conservative. Finish this one out. The fans already had the excellent first half. What more do they need? 1-1. I picked like 4-2 or like 4-3 City win.
That's what it was looking like. If you at the end of the first half.
Yeah. I think it boils down to really two big things. And y'all play sports, high school and college and stuff, intramurals and all that. So you ever seen like your best player do something like seeing De Bruyne miss the penalty does something to y'all psyche. It's like, yo, we missed that? Like, oh, bruh. And like, and they have been scoring a lot. So you know how it is. So David Brathwaite, that's our guy, the GOAT. If we're playing soccer with him, he misses the pin, we ain't really scoring. It's like, bruh, if you ain't gonna do it, who is?
Misses the target.
Yeah, exactly. And then I remember I sent the text like, I've seen it all because I did not expect that. And then Trent Alexander-Arnold going down, like, think about it. You already lost. It's kind of like when I think of the Warriors, like Clay was already hurt. Then KD snapped his thing. It was like, all right, bro, it's over. Like, there's nothing we can do. So I think it was more. It might have been like psyche, like, I'm just not in it. We should have did better, and we didn't.
Question: if we're still on this,
yeah.
Me and you were talking in our podcast the week before about Klopp's lineup. What is he going to do? Well, we saw that you can play Firmino, Jota, Mane, and Salah all in the same lineup.
Yeah.
And I think it worked very well the first half.
It did.
I think the second half, we'll just forget all about that one. But looking at the first half, it was well. I think they need to continue on doing that, and maybe Firmino plays with Brazil this weekend and gets hot and comes back, and Liverpool, I wouldn't want to play them coming up with the way they've been playing and with so many injuries.
For sure. I think, Jota, he needs to start. He demands it. He needs it. He's proved it. So
right, he's got to start. Even if you don't want to do 4 more attacking players, then Firmino's got to sit on the bench. Like this dude's got to play.
Yeah, I agree. Last but not least, Arsenal 0, Villa 3. We'll start you off, Jake.
This I really enjoyed. This. I still think I already talked about it, but I think John McGinn's goal should have stood. You look back at VAR from the back, and it looks like he's screening him, but then you look at it from the side, and he's legit 5 yards away from him, and I don't know. And he put it top corner. It's not like
unsavable, yeah.
But that's honestly though, couldn't you add that? Like, in football, it's not pass interference if it's uncatchable.
When it's uncatchable.
Yeah.
There's no man alive that saves that. So did it really matter? Did it really matter that you were offside?
Indeed.
Yeah. And then we get that goal taken off, and I'm like, okay, we're going to be hyped up now. And then they dominated us for 90 minutes. It's like like I've said it a lot this year, but if you don't know anything about the history of football and you watch that, you're like, man, this Villa side is Big Six and this Arsenal side isn't. Like, we just didn't look like ourselves. I think we figured out that the 7 at the back isn't the answer and that William can never play for us ever again. Something changed. I don't know what it is. It doesn't hurt too bad. Were we expected to win the title? No. Were we really expecting Big Four? Not exactly. I think it could be a helpful wake-up call for us that something's got to be different, and we still do have to spend some money.
Bro, y'all, I think I've been saying it on every freaking podcast. Jack Grealish, best midfielder in the Prem. Ollie Watkins, the fantasy dream. Jackson, I'm coming. But Ollie's great. The team is playing very well. Ross Barkley, not good enough for Chelsea. Only because we got too many other people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It
So
was a
I think
crowd.
they need to buy him. He's playing well. You got that connect. It's just a team. It's like a Leicester vibe. Like the team is gelling. Like they're gelling. They're playing well. Arsenal, Alba, Lacazette. It's just I agree. I think it's the lineup thing, cause I think it's just either 4-3-3, 4-2-1-3. Like y'all got to figure it out. I'm thinking Alba in the middle, Pepe, Saka, and then Hardy, Ceballos, and that's
Willock.
the and
Willock.
who?
And
Willock, yeah.
There. And then you go 4 at the back. You've got Tierney. Let's do Saliba. Just try him. Gabriel, and then give me Ainsley Maitland-Niles over Bellerin. Yeah.
Hey, man, I agree. I think y'all don't have enough of, and I hate to say it, y'all don't have enough of creative attack. Y'all have enough attack, not creative.
Yeah.
Attack. So, but hey, I think there's hope. I hope there's hope in the galaxy for y'all. But hey, that is the rapid fire Premier League roundup. And also, we got one more thing to say. Of course, make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. We would love to hear from y'all what y'all have to say, what y'all think, and we'll make sure to talk about it in the next episode. But Jackson and Jake, hey, it's always great.
Yeah.
And we'll see y'all next week.
Yep. See you.
Peace.
Yeah.